following program contains coarse language and mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. In other words, y'all gonna hear some shit on this one.
You're listening to 106.9 TwaTFM, streaming to you from Rat House Productions over at rathouse.net. That's RADTHAUS.net. And it's time for the world according to Fear and MDI.
Yo.
Yo, is this Snerfin P Whirl?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Not much.
What's the P Whirl thing?
I don't know.
Is that just something you just made up?
Well, Ernest P Whirl, but he's Snerfin P Whirl. It doesn't have to make sense.
Well, that's good because it does not make sense to me.
I just wanted to give him a full name.
Is my mic on?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
Seems to be.
Oh, shit. It is when you knock something off of it. I was just pointing it down toward me. That's better. See, there, look at that.
There you go. That's better.
That's why.
How about me? You hear me loud and clear?
I
You good?
hear you. We always hear you.
Yeah.
Last time I thought I was loud, but now I don't know. Who knows?
You're always loud.
It's true.
Loud as fuck.
Yeah, loud as fuck. Hashtag loud as fuck. No.
T-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirt. Oh god, there's so many stupid t-shirt designs I want to work on. What's that stink face about? Shirts?
Yeah.
Look, man. If I'm gonna make up stupid names and they're not gonna make sense, you can't make faces that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Snerfin can't even see the face.
I can't control my face.
Well, you might be one of the only people that can say that it's true, you know?
It is.
Yeah. All right.
What?
Nothing. And welcome to the world according to Fear and MDI. I'm your host, Fear. We've got the crazy MDI Twitch facer in here.
Wow.
What? I'm sorry. We were just discussing. You feel attacked?
Low blow.
Triggered? Oh.
Low blow.
I'm so sorry. We also have Snerfin P Whirl on here.
What's that? Snerfin P Whirl in the house.
How come he doesn't have an insult in his?
Well, I mean, it depends on how he feels about Ernest P Whirl, I guess.
I don't know who this P Whirl is.
I don't know either. I'm just rolling with it.
Know what I mean, Vern?
Oh, like Ernest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
See?
never mind. I
There
take
you
that
go.
back.
He's good. Ernest.
Ernest
Like
goes to jail?
Ernest.
Like
Yes.
Ernest goes to jail,
Oh,
scared,
okay.
stupid.
Yeah.
I've never seen any
Ernest,
movies.
Ernest.
Scared Stupid is actually decent. It's probably the only one I'd still watch.
I've never seen any of the movies, but I know the character now. That
Yeah. there
I
you
didn't
go.
know that was him.
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean, Vern?
Know what I mean, Vern? Yeah. So anyway, let's
On with the show.
on with the show. This is it. Huh? Fucking Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get it right out of the gate here. I trimmed my beard and MDI.
You didn't.
Oh, well, I went to a place.
Yeah. Paid good money.
Yeah. I don't know about
And?
good money.
And
And I look gorgeous.
Oh, okay, good.
and
And MDI seems to think it's Eastern European styled rather than,
Huh?
I don't know, white
you
man.
look gorgeous and a little bit DJ Khaled.
Another one. No, he had like a bitchy little chin strap, didn't he?
No, he's
I-
had the
Yeah.
got going on.
He's got the same look.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, without.
I'm just
photo
saying he
evidence, I
pulled
don't-
it in way too much. It's way too pointed. It's very
It's very
Eastern European.
Osama looking.
We
Is that
have
what you're
a
trying to
hard
say?
enough time with people thinking you're foreign as it is.
This is even better for me because now I just be like, bud, no English.
As long as every 10 minutes you get a where.
DJ Fear.
No, I don't know. It's just it's because he pulled it in so much. Like most white guys, white guys that I know anyway, you don't pull in the beard to make it so
shapely.
Yeah. Just let it be natural but tamed. I think it's just too manicured.
It's too perfect
for me. Yeah.
Oh, give it a few days.
Okay.
It'll be Bushwhacker City again in no time.
I was gonna say that'll reset pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. Well, what really had happened is I don't think he fucking listened to me at all. Because I told him how I wanted my hair and I told him how I wanted my beard, and the way I look is far different than the way that I described.
When the next time you need to go in, you need to say, "I come from Ireland, Western Europe, not Eastern Europe." Fucking dillhole.
And then he'd be like, "Best music, bro." Yeah, so I don't know. So whatever. It's funny because she's a girl, she picks up on these things a lot. The coworker I worked with today was a dude. He didn't notice anything, which is what I figured would happen because we're dudes. And she's like, hey, did you ask him? I'm like, he barely knows that I have facial hair. And then I thought that she's like, I took care of it.
Yeah, I called the store.
And I was like, because I was going to post on Facebook like a picture and be like, at first I was like, how do I make it not sound racist? Like, I don't want to be like,
that's not racist.
I was like, is this like an Eastern European cut? How should I add a white guy cut?
I don't mean it in a racist way though.
No, I know.
I literally don't. It's just you're not Eastern European, and it does not suit
well, we haven't done
so
the 23andMe. I don't know what I am.
Oh.
But what I was going to say, oh shit, what was I going to say? Damn these potholes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, see, you hit it.
Fuck, I did too.
So what were you saying?
I don't remember.
How do you do this without sounding racist?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was gonna post. Yeah, I was gonna post on social media or whatever, and she was like, "I took care of it," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was looking on Facebook for her had to have posted something, and nothing, and then all of a sudden my coworker's like, "Hey man, let me look at your beard." And I was like, what the fuck?
Look at that beard.
Yeah.
So what he doesn't know is I called the store and B answered the phone and I'm like, hey B, are you busy? He's like, no, not really. Sean's got a customer, but it's all good. So I'm like, okay. So he got his beard trimmed and I think he looks Middle Eastern. He looks like Eastern European, Middle Eastern, same thing. I'm like,
that is not the same
yeah, that's
thing.
it. No, that's
racist.
Okay.
They all look alike.
I didn't mean Middle Eastern. I mean Eastern European. But
tell us how you really feel, MDI.
No, I just said the wrong thing that time. No, because I texted out and everything.
You were like, hey, Osama.
That's not funny.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. That's
not funny.
Look, man, if anybody's offended by that joke, it's not going to get lighter.
No shit. Yeah. But no, so B's like, what? So I'm like, yeah, he looks, and maybe I don't know.
I don't think it's actually the Eastern European thing. I think the part that bothers you is it looks so manicured.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Because
it's just
before,
so
like
fresh.
It was just like blah. Before
it was very rugged man.
No, it was very homeless man.
I didn't think it was homeless man.
I think it just needed
kind of bordering on mountain man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like my hair was getting a little long. I should just let it all go.
See, I just think you look like a rugged. I told you a million times. I wanted you to keep it. I liked it the way it was.
Well, I'll grow it back. Yeah. I'm not worried about it.
No, it's hair. It grows back in a couple weeks. I'm not worried about it either.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, and like I like to fuck around with B because, and I don't know. He seems like a nice kid.
Yeah.
He's a single kid. He lives with his mom now. He was with his aunt. Now he's back with his mom.
Okay, not too many. Don't.
Oh, sorry.
Don't describe too much.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, he's a single guy, and I kind of feel bad for him because I send Sean to work with all these amazing leftovers for his lunches, and he heats everything up, and B's always like,
I had him going today.
What do you got?
That's exactly what he did today.
That?
And I was like, this is a pork roast with mashed potatoes, gravy, and some carrots. And he's like, it smells really good. And I was like, yeah, well, actually, this was 2 days ago, B. The one from last night was this amazing meatball. You notice I didn't get the meatballs, B?
You're gonna get them tomorrow.
I know. It's just I was making light of it, but
you'll have the meatballs tomorrow, and he'll be a fucking drooling.
Oh, absolutely. I was gonna give him the rest because I still have some at work because it was huge.
Yeah,
and then I ended up getting that free patty, so he took that.
You took the patty?
Yeah, because I was like, I walked in and I was just like, hey, look what I got.
Yeah, the people next door gave him a Jamaican patty. I was like, don't eat that. It will kill you.
It smelled really good.
That probably would have given you heartburn for days.
I know. I almost ate it because it smelled really goddamn good. But that's why I
told you not to eat it.
But
I haven't had a Jamaican patty for fucking ever, like years.
Yeah, I haven't had it.
I tried one years ago. And it was gross. I hate it.
B lives off those. He says they got the best shit there. So.
Well, I'm sure single young man himself would live off shit. Like
but I think they make it themselves. I don't know if they pack it or what, or maybe it comes frozen. I don't know, but it's kind of like their thing or whatever. And it's funny.
But they're not Jamaican.
No, that's why I'm saying I don't think it's an actual Jamaican patty. I think people call it that. I think it's an Indian patty or whatever because they're like the Indian bazaar or whatever. But
it's like a samosa or more like shaped like a.
It's
shaped
big.
Like
it's almost
patty.
Like a.
It's shaped like a Jamaican patty, like a big.
Yeah, it's like like
moon?
a patty or almost like a half moon. Or so anyway, so then they were getting a delivery. It's funny because the lady. I'm assuming a husband and wife that own it. Yeah. And she isn't a fan of us and what we do. And but I've always been polite with her because other people have been like, no, she's kind of a dragon.
Well, we gotta set the example as stoners that we are good individuals.
Exactly. And I was like, whatever, like blah blah blah.
And the stigma.
Exactly.
Well, and that kind of shit pisses me off so much because if you were like against them because of where they come from and their heritage and all that other shit, that would be so wrong. But she can be totally against us because of our cannabis community and all this other bullshit. It's wrong.
I don't think that's what's happening. That's the way she's being portrayed. But I'm saying I've talked to her. She seems like a nice lady.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe it's just and that's kind of the English language barrier problem.
Maybe, I don't know, because me and the guy kind of got into it the one day, but we weren't getting into it, but there was like the barrier, I think, that was causing some issues. But anyway, so she came over and she poked her head in the store and she's like, are you alone? And I was like, no, I got another guy. And she's like, can you come help the delivery guy move this pallet in because he can't move it? And like the guy was acting like the pallet was on a sheet of ice or glacier or something. Like he made the other guy spread salt around it and we just pushed it over the salt. It's not like there was time for that salt to do anything, but he just kind of kept pointing and making the guy do it. And I was like, this delivery guy's
what a
dink. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get going, man, I'd give it a good shove and he almost goes on his ass. So I get it in the store for him. The other guy barely had to help. Just, it wasn't that heavy. This dude was a fucking puss, but yeah, later on I was out for a smoke and he stopped out with a patty and a Coke Zero and was like, hey, this is for you, thanks. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's exactly like, end the stigma, man. Like, just because I like to smoke weed doesn't mean I'm some sort of degenerate loser.
Degenerate,
yeah. No shit.
But I think that he gets it. Like I don't know that she's like full anti that, but she's not friendly like he is. But like I gave him one of the FYFC
but a lot
hats.
Of that stuff too is they're not allowed to be friendly. Women are not allowed to be friendly.
Oh, I guess
to men
maybe
in their culture and stuff too. Sometimes
that could be true. But yeah, he's super cool. And yeah, I gave him one of the 420 FYFC hats, and
he wears it even.
Oh yeah, he loves it.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, just so that was kind of one of the things that happened with me today. What about it?
Kind of cool.
Box.
It's a what?
It's on Blazebox is posting it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you knew that.
Oh yeah,
Keep
no,
going.
they've been connected for a while.
Oh, my bad.
You dork. Wow.
Yeah, happen. Wow. Also, the wife part of me wants to tell you that you should not have helped with that delivery, because if you would have hurting yourself, hurting.
If y'all hurting yourself,
if you would hurt yourself,
hey,
I caught it right away.
Laureline, get the good shovel.
You're such a jerk. If you would have hurt yourself, you would have been fucked.
Yeah, that's what a done did said. But yeah, no, I don't know. It was quick, and if I would have went out there and I went to push and nothing happened, I would have been like, "Whoop, nope."
Yeah,
You're right. It's stuck. Get some more ice or some more salt down there.
Get some more ice down there.
Yeah, but
get some more ice on that salt.
But no, he was just being a giant bitch, which is funny. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they aren't. But I did have an interesting. Well, I don't know if it was interesting. I had a conversation today, and so
you don't know if it was interesting.
Well,
but
so this guy walks in. I don't even know what fully happened. So this is where it gets kind of strange.
It might not have been interesting, but it was a conversation. Here goes, buckle in.
I don't know if it's interesting because I don't know if we were both in the conversation or if it was more like he was just talking aloud and I was there. But so anyway, I had a guy come in and he legit, like he looked kind of homeless, but he had a book, and he had it like, you know how you put your, like when you read a book, you have your thumb kind of in the middle, like in between. Yes.
Yeah.
So he was like, he went through every single display clockwise through the whole, or counterclockwise through the entire building over a period of, I don't even know, probably 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, like very, very slowly. But he kept his thumb in that book the entire time, because even though how intently he was looking at every single piece and item that was in these display cases, he still didn't want to lose his place in his book. And I kind of respected him for that. And then, so B tried to help him, and he mumbled something to him. So B's like, okay, well, I got to go. I'm going to go out for a smoke or whatever. This guy's just looking around. So then he looked all the way through the rest of the building, exited the building, came back in the other door.
Why?
To start the process over again? I don't know. I just assumed he was a homeless guy trying to get some heat for a little bit.
It's cold. Yeah, okay.
So then he came up and he did start asking me questions, and he did end up buying stuff. But the conversation was super weird. Like he was just like, oh, you know, the business is going to really take a hit when we stop using money. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, once it becomes all digital, you can't have cops and stuff behind it, because then everybody will be able to look at those records and be like, oh, look, he went here and he went there, where right now you can still pay for cash for stuff and there's no paper trail, and you can be a cop.
Oh my
and you
God,
can get...
people are so nuts.
And I'm just like, wait, what? Like I'm trying to catch up, and like, because then he'll stop talking, then he'll back to the middle of the store and kind of sit there like pondering to himself, and then he would approach the front of the stage again to address me, and then we would talk some more. But I don't think he was hearing the things that I was saying, because I was trying to be like, sorry, you're not, I don't understand these, you're babbling now. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Who said we were getting rid of money? Like who said that was going?
Yeah.
Like, is that in your book you're reading? It's probably not. It's probably fictional, just in case. Like, I don't know.
We have plus. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and then
who's keeping track? Like,
yeah, like I don't know who his supervisors are going to be able
cops,
to see that.
Like, you think that's like the police officers have that much to fucking worry about? It's legal now.
Dude, it's that shadow government I was talking about.
Yeah, exactly. This guy's onto it. He knows what's up.
So we should have him on the show.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! I should have got his contact. So anyway, so then he blurted something else out insane. I couldn't even comprehend it. And he stood in the middle of the store, just him and I, and with his book, still his thumb in his book on his hip, his other hand holding the thing of cannabis that I'd sold him, and he kind of rubbed it along his chin a few times, looked around, and then walked out.
Okay.
There was no goodbye. There was no nothing. There was at least 30 seconds to a minute of absolute silence between me and him. And then he left. So I don't know if he said too much or what, but some of the things I get to hear where I work are just nutty. Nope. The problem is I don't think to write them down a lot. I'm just like my brain, it goes through my brain, and then my brain's like, well, we'll never need to know that again. We just like chucks it in the back. But I knew we were gonna do a show tonight, so I made sure I made a note, because I was, even after he left, like he left just as B came back in.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's still here, and I'm like, he may never leave. I don't know what I don't know what's gonna happen. Other things I did. All right. Well, how do I just, because I wasn't working, but things that I heard whilst I was in a cannabis shop were such statements as the bud tender asking, do you prefer sativa or indica? And the person said, oh, sativa, please, I'm driving. And I was like, oh my God.
And that bud tender said,
I laughed. I was like, I can't be around for this.
Yeah.
But just
I'm driving.
Oh no, sativa.
I'm sorry.
Please, I'm
what
driving.
now?
Yeah, that's like saying, can I have a light beer? I'm driving. Like a light whiskey.
Oy.
Yeah, fuck. I don't even know, man. Some of the things that get said, and like that's like there's So there's a couple of pregnant girls that come in and buy stuff, and like
no, not smokables.
Yeah, but they could be buying for
other people,
somebody, right? Like
baby daddy.
Yeah, like I can't.
Or mama, I
can't. That's the thing. I can't be like, look, bitch, we both know you're pregnant.
Is this
or you swallowed a beach ball? What's the sitch? Are you gonna hit these Slims or what? Like, like you can't.
Is she only buying Slims? Maybe she figures that makes it okay because they're Slims.
You know, it's not how that works.
Oh,
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that's
it. If it's a 0.35, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Okay, yeah. I was looking at it all wrong.
Definitely.
Yeah, but it's funny, man. I try to never judge people, but I find every time that a pregnant girl comes in and buys something, I judge them a little bit. And I don't know why. It just, I feel like I shouldn't be selling
It's
to
the
them.
stigma. It's the same thing if a pregnant woman goes to buy booze. You want to be like, is that for you?
You know you can't consume this, right?
Yeah. Or smokes.
Well, it's not can't, but it shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but your kid's going to come out half a tard.
Possibly.
Well, yeah.
You pick.
Hey, what is that? What is that? Fetal alcohol syndrome is no joke.
Exactly.
No joke.
Exactly.
Oh, we know. We have family members.
Yeah, man, it is some scary ass shit. Yeah, but thinking of all that, Snerfin, in your travels, whether it be at a shop that you've worked at or someone you've been, has there ever been any crazy things like that said to you, or like just dumbass shit that you can't believe somebody has said to you?
Not off the top of my head. No, I mean, I'm sure there has been, but not to the extent of the shit that you handle on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, no, I work in Narnia. Like there's no place like where I'm at.
Yeah, I tend to find that all the crazy stuff that happens always seems to happen when I'm not there.
Well,
like I don't ever get to like firsthand experience shit.
Interesting.
Call it luck or whatever, but I get weird people, but they're weird, like talk real quiet and like super timid, like weird. I don't get I don't get people running it like, I'm the son of God.
Yeah, no,
they call me Zeus.
Yeah,
like,
those are my people, man.
sounds about right.
Yeah, just the zaniest shit. Like I it wouldn't even fucking cross me if a dude just walked in and took a shit in the middle of my floor.
Ew,
I would just be like, it's Tuesday, you know?
Yeah.
All right, maybe Zeus will come by and just pick it up for me.
Zeus?
Handle this. Handle this.
Call back.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm trying to think of other things. There's just so much strange stuff. And it's funny because in our industry, it's still so weird. Like you can't be buying for somebody. You can't, like, it was super creepy at Christmas because everybody's buying for other people, but you're just like, as long as nobody says anything, I have to assume that you're buying it for yourself. And
well, right.
But fuck, as soon as like someone's like, oh, it's for, and then as soon as anybody says anything, you can hear a pin drop in that motherfucker.
Well, how do you mean? You don't let people buy for like stocking stuffers and whatever else around the holidays and shit? Is people not allowed to say that?
Well, technically, we're not supposed to sell to anybody that's not buying for themselves because they could be bootlegging it, or they could be.
Fuck me, did I miss that memo? I mean, I get, watching the cameras and make sure people aren't booting for other people and make sure people have their ID. But for me, when someone's like, yeah, I need to get some stocking stuffers for some buddies of mine, mind you, these are people who are in their 40s and shit. I don't bat an eyelash. I don't even think about it that way. Well,
and we usually don't either. If they look young, then we question the shit out of everything. But a lot of folks,
if they're regulars or whatever.
Well, a lot of the problem with all this is these weird fucking rules that the Alberta government has put on them, where you can't say anything, you can't talk about anything. You can go to the liquor store and buy enough booze to kill you that
1,600
night.
times.
You can have your child carry the booze to the fucking counter for you, but like, we can't do we can't talk on the phone about almost anything. Like you can't give out prices or percentages. You can't.
Right.
And like that is.
But I've
fucking
called
weird.
cannabis stores and they've given them to me.
Oh man, I straight up like copped a dude. I was like, look, man, if you're AGLC, you got to tell me, that, right?
Yeah.
This guy was like, what? No. But like, I don't know. It's so fucking weird. Like, and just, I don't know, man. It's such an odd thing that, I get it. We're definitely making progress. We're 2 years in and we've made way more progress than like it took alcohol fucking years. But, what about you? Have you had any like weird people say anything crazy to you that you can think of in any jobs that you've worked at, MDI?
Oh, I'm sure I have. That's something I need time to prepare for.
Well, that's why I've been babbling for 5 minutes.
What?
I was giving you some time to think.
But I didn't know the question until now.
Oh, jeez.
When I was pregnant with Andy. When I was pregnant with Andy, I got fucking chastised all the time. And remember there was a woman that fucking cornered me in the ladies' room, told me that I looked like a young girl who'd gotten herself in trouble. And I was like, actually, I'm married. I'm 23 years old. I'm not that fucking young.
Wow.
Like just ignorant people.
So how old was she?
She was gray. Like she was in her 70s.
You could have took her?
Well, yeah, she was an old lady.
Why didn't
you should have taken her.
Yeah, I would have grabbed Blanche by her gray hair and fucking tossed her in the toilet.
Because I had my name tag on. I was working.
Oh, it was a work situation.
It'll get you every time.
When I was pregnant with Andy, I worked full time in
but you were just saying that clothing. you just said that you got cornered in the washroom. Like that could have been.
You asked me about people saying crazy things at work. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, I get it. I was saying I'm high and I wasn't understanding.
Oh, sorry.
I was picturing you getting cornered by an old lady in a like grainy black and white stall situation where it was eerie music playing. And she's like, you look like you got yourself in trouble. That's when you should have like just drowned her in the toilet.
No, I was washing my hands, minding my own goddamn business, and she came out of a stall, looked at me and started shaking her head and went at me. And I looked at her and I said, is there something wrong? Like, is there a problem? And she was like, well, don't you just look like a young girl who's gotten herself in some trouble? And I was like, well, actually, I'm not. Thank you. I'm married, and this pregnancy was on purpose. It was planned. It was tried. It was done on purpose. But thank you for your input.
I would have been like, look, Gladys, you look like an old lady that's about to get her hip broken.
Fuck off, Edith.
I was working. I had my name tag on.
Well, it all makes sense.
I was the
now.
vice. Wow.
You were the vice president?
Yes, I was vice president there at the time.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
We should just
I was
start
assistant
making
manager
titles,
and everything at the time. So
I was the vice president of the mall.
I was vice president of the mall.
So you've been making some notes, MDI. What do you got on your notes this week?
You are like captain of the fucking Segway today.
Boom.
Headshot. I don't think I'm as high as I should be. You don't have any
notes?
I'm doing my notes, but you're like, come on, let's move it along. So let's see what your notes are about.
Oh my. Wow.
Oh my.
Oh my.
So
oh my.
I had a major lip gloss explosion the other day.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Hold on.
Lip gloss explosion.
How does lip gloss explode?
It was traumatic. And it took a long time to clean up. So 2 years ago now, I think I bought a lip gloss thing for Andy for her stocking. It had like 5 or 6, or maybe, I don't know. It was a variety of lip glosses from, I can't remember the makeup line, but it was a relatively expensive makeup line for these lip glosses. And it was something I put in her stocking. And because they're about 2 years old, I think it was clogged, like it had dried up in the tip, if you will. The tip was clogged.
Try the tip.
So I was getting ready to stream, so I wanted lip gloss on, and I had my makeup done, so I needed to finish the look, if you will.
You gotta. If not, people just be like, no one's watching this,
right? So Andy was finishing up her round of Apex Legends at the time. And Logic was in his room. And I went into the bathroom to look in the mirror to do my lip gloss. And I'm like pushing on the tube and nothing's coming. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look at it and I'm like, oh, it looks a little bit clogged. I'll just push it through, like, and it'll be
just
okay.
Dr. Pimple Popper it.
Yeah. So essentially the tip of the lip gloss came off entirely.
Like the whole tip.
Okay. So the whole tube of lip gloss
ejaculated.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that why we had so many viewers?
Everywhere.
This girl
was before streaming.
Just pakakied herself with.
But I couldn't believe it. Like, just the way that it was like the clog was right there. I could see it. It was like one more push.
Jackson Pollock.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no! And because it was high quality lip gloss. Mm-hmm. It was such a fucking
that's what I call mine too.
To get off. That's what you call yours.
That's what I call it too. Oh,
that's funny. It took me a second. I was like, "What did he just say?"
Yeah. I got some high quality lip
but it was like like right away. I'm like, "Oh my god!" It goes all over my hands.
Yeah.
There's pink fucking lip gloss.
Oh my.
So. You're such a dink.
Why?
So I literally, as soon as it fucking popped, I went, oh no! So both kids are like,
as you usually do.
Yes, I do. I can't help it. It's just my thing. I don't know. I do.
I know. Whenever you panic, you scream out. You're just like, oh my god.
Oh no.
Right. Or like usually it's Sean,
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on.
When I'm really scared, I yell Sean, but if it's just something happened, oh no! So both kids come running, and Logic right away is like, makeup, I'm out. He just he's like, you're
Out
not
of work.
hurt? Okay, good, I'm out. Like, Shabs and I'm not joking. It took 10, 15 minutes to clean up this fucking lip gloss. It was all over my hands. I could not get it off. I used it like regular soap in the bathroom.
So what is it, like, just tacky as shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like having
Shit gets sticky,
a
man.
fistful of resin. Like,
Oh shit.
yeah. Like all up in my my grooves and my nails and my fingers and everything. It was everywhere.
Well, at least your hands are soft.
Right? They're sparkly. No. So like I'm running them under hot water, like the hottest water I can stand, and it won't rinse off. I'm using dish soap and I'm using
We don't have the Dawn duck off the oil off a duck shit. You didn't have that to use.
It doesn't work.
Oh fuck! Get me on the horn with those duck fucks.
So then I'm like, I don't know why I'm so stupid, but all of a sudden I finally realized makeup wipes.
Yeah.
Because, and you know, it was stuck on the back of my hand from washing my hands.
Yeah, it just kind of
Because you have more hair and more stuff for it to really stick to on the back of your hand. Like, even though I'm a woman, I do have a little bit of hair on my hand.
Everybody does.
Well, yeah. So like it was stuck to the back of my hands and I'm like scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. So finally, I don't know why it took me so fucking long, but I'm like, makeup wipe. So we get a makeup wipe and within 4 or 5 seconds,
it's all good.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
So then she's like, can I use that on the sink too? Because the marble sink in the bathroom, oh my God, it would look like
got destroyed.
It's lucky it was light pink lip gloss. If it had been like a dark colored lip gloss, it looked like something horrible had happened.
There's a goddamn massacre in here.
Right? So I'm like, fuck yeah. So we take a makeup and it was literally like it was so thick on it was so thick in the sink. Like
it's fine. Every man can totally understand what you're talking about.
It was so
Absolutely.
gnarly. But anyway, so that was my lip gloss explosion story.
It's good. It was good. We learned a lot. We got to make some cum jokes.
I learned a lot too.
Quite a few.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even imagine. There's so many things that you don't imagine. Like, how am I going to get this off if I ever get covered in it? You know, like it's just not usually a thought process. So
yeah, exactly.
Well, there's only so much like soda water can fix. So like,
yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Fine. What else you got on the list?
Everybody knows that I'm pretty reckless, but only with my own self, right?
Okay.
Only with my own body.
Yeah.
So,
reckless.
Yeah. I've got burns and cuts everywhere at all the time, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and our new oven is awful. The old oven used to open downward, right? Like from the middle down.
Yeah, like an oven.
Like an oven, yes. And this one
like a
opens
microwave.
sideways. So and there's a wall right there. So it doesn't open like far enough for you to
You got a new oven?
Yeah, it's awful, dude.
When did you get a new oven?
Like a month ago.
Yeah, probably.
Like literally 8 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Like literally.
I didn't even know you were having oven problems.
Oh well,
yeah, that one was
we
so
owned the first oven ever made.
Yeah, that was so old.
It got made and put into this house.
It was all hell.
Yeah. So anyway, I've been burning myself like crazy, just little singes, little burns.
Well, because it opens into a 90 degree. So if you're not ready for it, it's right there.
It bounces back sometimes.
Yeah.
And
it's definitely a saw trap.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. It's a nightmare. So I've got a fairly decent burn on my thumb, my left thumb, like my, the furthest down knuckle. I don't know how to explain
the first knuckle off the hand.
First knuckle off the hand. There you go. That sounded
closer to the tip or to the base.
Base.
Hey-o.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I've got this pretty decent burn, and where were we? I don't know, but I got.
Felt gross and like discolored and shit.
Oh yeah, it's gnarly, dude.
Oof.
Yeah,
It's
she's definitely.
So I got hand sanitizer in it the other day.
Oh yeah, where the hell
no.
were we?
Oh, I don't remember where we were. That's what I was saying. We were out somewhere though, And it hurt so bad. I was like, oh my God. Like, I wanted to cry. I was like, it hurts so bad. So what's he do? Shoves my fucking thumb in his mouth.
Well, yeah, like
and then he's like, oh my God, that tastes so bad.
Well, my first thought was like, rinse it off. But I'm like, we're driving in a car. So I'm just like, lick it off. So I just licked it off and it was gross. It really didn't help. So she was still burning, and now I was tasting what disgusting that was.
But it was such a romantic moment that he would throw himself on that sword for me to try and help the burning and stinging from my
It's all I could think of. But yeah, no, I some people say I'm a romantic, you know?
Right? You don't buy flowers for me and stuff.
No.
Like,
but if you're injured,
you're not a flowers type guy,
No.
but you look after me really well when I'm sick.
I try.
And this past week was not any different.
Oh.
Although you had no choice.
Why? What do you mean?
You got booted from the hospital. I figured you'd go into that. Like,
oh, that
they wouldn't let you into the hospital with me last week.
I thought you would explain why you were there.
Oh, sorry.
I was waiting for the segue. I'm like,
You're not like grooving tonight, man.
I'm not grooving?
No.
Yeah, definitely you.
Ah, damn it. I do feel off today.
Yeah, you're not grooving. But anyway, so yeah, I had to go to the emergency room last week, and I told them before we went in, I was like, I don't think you're going to be allowed to stay with me. I think they're going to tell you have to leave. He's like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, but on the other hand, huh?
We didn't even think about it until we pulled up, and then
I warned you. I
won't
knew.
Be able to get in there.
I just didn't start talking about it until we got there.
Oh, I had no
fucking
clue.
COVID.
Yeah,
man.
fuck. It's ruining everything, man.
But I was like, just to warn you, you might not be allowed to come in with me. You might have to drop me off and leave. And he's like, oh, I don't know. And he comes in and he's like, oh, they'll let me stay. Because it's a small town. Like, it's a really small town hospital. I was like, I don't know. They might let you stay. I'm not sure. So sure enough, we walk in and right away the triage nurse is like, you gotta go, dude.
Straight arms me in the chest.
Yeah. Do you need to see a doctor? No? Okay, get out. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, so that kind of sucked.
You were so sad.
Well, we've been together forever. You're my only, you know, and I like to be there with you when things suck. And it was weird to have to come home and like just fucking wait.
Well, and you sat in the car forever. I was like, go already. Like, go. You took pictures. You texted me like 1,600 times. I'm like in triage. They're taking my blood pressure and everything. You know, all the rigmarole when you go to the emergency room. And my phone's like, ba-da-ding, 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 ba-da-ding. And I'm like, stop texting me.
all dick pics from the parking lot.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, I can't be there, but I'll be there in
but
cock
here's
spirit.
My penis.
In cock spirit, honey. Look at
you've forgotten
him.
What it looks like.
Here's him up against the window by the snow. Here's him on top of my McDonald's cup.
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucked, but yeah, you made it through, and like things are good so far.
Yeah.
Things are looking good,
things are looking better. Yeah, and it wasn't too bad going. It was the first time I've been to the Strathcona ER.
Yeah.
We've been to that hospital for, like, I had an appointment there for an MRI, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that.
It was either an MRI or a CT, one of the two. But I hadn't had to, like, use the emergency room at all yet. It was very nice, very high tech, like, very high tech.
Sorry, maybe you're going to say very hygienic, but high tech's good too, I suppose.
Oh, no, I believe it was hygienic. It was very hygienic. I was across the hall from a prisoner.
I'm a criminal.
Actual prisoner, like shackled, handcuffed, orange jumpsuit. He had a broken wrist or fucked up wrist or something, arm. Because when I left, I just happened to look across, because he was like down the hall and across from me.
Yeah.
But I saw because he shuffled past me, and my curtain was open just enough, and of course, and I hate, why do people look in? But then I did it to him too.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody does.
But his was wide open. Mine was only open a crack. Like my curtain was only open a crack, and he still looked in.
True.
Whereas his whole room was open. It was like bigger than the parlor doors, like all of it open. It was huge. So it wasn't my fault.
That's fair. I feel you.
But anyway, he must have had to go to X-ray because he shuffled one way past me, and then he shuffled the other way past me again. And and then when I saw him when I left. Actually, and he made a noise too, though.
What was his noise?
That he made me look at him by making a noise.
He was like, "Look over here." Here.
No, he jiggled his chains.
Oh, he was trying to get you or whatever. Like, ugh, look at me, I'm the big scary guy.
I don't know. Either way, that was a new experience to be in.
No kidding.
See a criminal all shackled and shit.
Well, you were at a hospital in Calgary, and the person across from you was essentially, well, no, he wouldn't have been allowed in Canada if he didn't have warrants, but it was the dude from D12.
Yeah.
Wait,
that wasn't me in the hospital. That was Steven.
Oh, but you were there with him.
I was there with Razor,
sorry.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's similar, but not quite. No chains.
Quite the same.
Same but different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there on his own. He wasn't there with police escort or anything.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to figure it out. Yeah. I figured that. So that's interesting. I think if I was some sort of criminal or whatever, and I knew that people were kind of checking me out, I'd rattle my chains at them too.
I wasn't checking him out, though. I was just walking past.
Well, no, I'm not saying you were like, "Hey, convict." I'm saying he just saw that you peeked in, so then.
But I didn't. That's what I'm saying.
But didn't you peek earlier?
No, he walked past me to get his X-ray, and he peeked into my room.
Okay, so then he saw you,
so
and he wanted to shake you.
It was a retaliatory peeking, is what it was.
He wasn't
upset. A peek.
He was upset you weren't peeking.
His room was wide open.
He was upset that you weren't peeking.
Maybe.
That's why he shook his shackles like a zoo animal.
Yeah.
Dirty zoo animal.
Damn dirty ape. What?
But yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucked you being like, whatever. It was all good, but I came home, sat down. I was like, I'm going to do so much work, but I couldn't. I just sat down and worried and
stood and stared at it.
Cried.
Yeah. Sat by my window that has the water falling through it and just pulled the jelly. No, I actually sat and just chilled with Logic, and I think we watched a bunch of dumb Godzilla things or whatever. And
fuck yeah, Godzilla.
Well, yeah, like we're super excited for the Kong versus Godzilla.
Bro, you don't even know.
Yeah.
What was that sound you just made?
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like, super, super excited. So then we ended up falling down like the Godzilla YouTube rabbit hole where we watched like the top 10 best Godzilla roars or whatever. Like weird shit like that. But you only do it because you're just like, your mind's not really there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. And I don't know. I love kaijus and I love Godzilla, and I've always loved Godzilla.
I found out I love propofol.
Yeah, that is true.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. That
10 out of 10 would try again.
Yeah. There's only 2 5-stars on here. One's MDI, the other's Micheal Jackson.
Yeah.
We know what happened to that 5-star.
Yeah. Sure did.
I even joked about it with the anesthesiologist. I was like, don't Micheal Jackson me.
No shit.
And then she didn't give me enough. It was too light. I was awake through the whole thing.
Because you scared them. You're like, hey, don't fucking kill me.
Right.
Well, I better loosen up here.
I don't think she believed me how I told her how much I weighed. Nobody believes me when I tell them how much I weigh.
Yeah, same with me.
Because I don't look that big.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know. So I guarantee I told her how much I weighed, and she was like, she's gay. She's probably thinking she probably gave me 50 pounds lighter or something. Because, she had to give me more. I remember her saying, it's too light. I have to give her more.
What does it do exactly?
Propofol?
Yeah.
Oh, it's supposed to knock you the fuck out. But I was awake for the whole thing. But it's fuzzy. Like, it's supposed... Well, that's not true. It's not supposed to knock you out. It's supposed to put you into a sleep, if you will, but without being able to feel pain and different... without being able to feel, and you're not supposed to be able to remember anything. So that's why I know they didn't give me enough, because I remember her saying it's too light. I need to give her more. I remember opening my eyes and feeling like my eyes were really, really heavy and like stuck together almost. And the propofol hurts. It hurts your I had my IV in my elbow like crease, and it burned in my shoulder like.
Oh shit!
When it went in, it was like ow. And the first time she put it in. It and I just kind of rubbed a little bit, and I was like, is it normal for it to burn right here? And she was like, yep. And I was like, okay, cool.
She was like, doesn't it feel good?
But she was like, yeah, that's totally normal. Like, if it gets like unbearable, like, let us know. But if it just burns a little, that's cool. I was like, okay, cool. No, it's just burning, no problem. And I put my hand down. And then, because I had my blood pressure cuff on this side, so it wasn't easy to keep my arm up by my shoulder. So then when she said it's too light, I have to give her more, I remember being like, ow, that hurts, and bringing my arm up to rub my shoulder again. So, and I remember little things that the doctor was saying, because a fourth-year medical student actually did the procedure, but the doctor was right there.
Yeah.
And I know I love when I have fucking medical students do procedures on me.
Canadian healthcare, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Any kids
free,
here want to give this a try?
Done by
they had to have consent and everything, which was cool. Like, they came in twice actually to make sure it was okay. That I had a medical student come in and look at me and everything, but especially since it was another woman, I was like, yeah, fine, no problem. If it was a male, I probably would have stopped and thought about it, because it was in my girl area. I would have just been like, you know what? Because I really enjoyed that it was all ladies. I had all women.
Yeah,
I didn't have a man touch me the entire time I was there, and I was like, that was perfect.
That's what I want to hear.
Right?
But yeah, shit.
You lost your fucking thought again?
Yeah, because I was holding on to it for a bit.
It's like the 5th time today.
I know, right?
Fuck, I know, because we were talking about something, and then my brain's like, okay, remember this.
I rely on you guys to carry this, and I just pipe in wherever. I don't. Well,
I should think so. You're the guest, man. God damn.
But yeah, I can't remember what the hell I was gonna say something, and then that joke popped up, and my brain was like, forget everything you were gonna say the joke. So now I don't remember. But yeah, you like,
and now here we are.
Yeah, you like the profile.
Propofol, I did enjoy the propofol. Not that I would ever like abuse a drug in any way, but I'm just saying, if I'm in the hospital and I'm given the choice, do you want propofol?
Oh, I know what I was going to say now.
Yes, please.
It was because you were talking about it being light. I remember when I was getting my wisdom teeth out, I woke up and I like started to sit up.
And they were like, no, big boy.
And then I remember the orthodontist or whatever. Who's the guy that works on you?
Sure.
Dental surgeon?
Yeah, that guy was just like, and like I couldn't feel anything, and I started to sit up, and then they kind of started to hold me down, so I like threw up the devil horns with both hands, like I don't know, I was so high, I'm just like, I must have thought I was at a concert, and I'm just like, fuck, this is so fucking metal. You got things in my mouth, I can't feel nothing, and then I just hear it, and down I go again.
Yeah. Well, because I felt the pinch of the. Like, they had to put local freezing in as well. Well, they didn't have to, but they did local freezing. And I'm actually glad they did, because I wonder how much pain I would have felt because the propofol was so light. But I did feel the pinch of the local freezing. And I remember saying, ow, when they put in the freezing.
Yeah.
But they did the freezing mostly so that I wouldn't be in so much pain after the propofol wore off.
Yeah.
Because in 2013 or whenever it was when I had my last abscess, they put me out, and that might have been propofol too. I'm not sure. I don't remember them telling me, but they put me out in the ER to drain it, but they didn't give me anything to like combat the pain.
Oh, okay.
So when I woke up, I was wailing in pain to the point where
and they're like, whoops, we forgot something.
To the point where, like, I remember saying, who is that? Who is that? And this was one of the times when my mother was with me and you were at home with the kids. And I remember saying, who is that? And my mom saying, who's what? And I'm like, who's screaming? Who's crying? And she had to tell me it was me.
Jesus.
I didn't realize it was me wailing.
Holy fuck.
And like, because I was like on drugs, not on drugs, like kind of in between.
We are all on drugs.
Yeah. Then they came in and gave me a shot for pain.
Ooh, we're going to have to give her the shot here. Yeah. That's all. I think that's the only time that I've been knocked out. And then, when I came to, and then I remember my brain being like, what's that now?
I can't believe the only thing you've ever been knocked out for is fucking dental work.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been blessed. I've injured myself a lot, but I haven't had to get any surgeries or anything like that. So
I haven't had any major surgery, and I've never experienced any of these fun drugs everybody keeps talking about.
Oh man, if you ever get a chance, propofol is fun. No, it was nice because like for an hour after the surgical procedure, whatever you want to call it, I didn't have pain anywhere.
Yeah.
And like that's not a thing that I have. Like there's always something that is aching on me, always.
So you were comfortably
not multiple
numb.
Things. Yes, nice. I was for
hello.
Right?
Is there anybody in there?
All right, boys. You're gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, probably. Like, well, that's because it was spot on, you bastards.
Spot on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, but hopefully all is well now. And, and things are good. But fuck, I can't wait for Corona to fuck off. And I know we're a long ways away from it. Probably another year or so.
Definitely. But, totally. This isn't going away anytime soon.
Like, and it's funny, like it's almost been a year. Like, what, 11 months? Been a year. Well, yeah. But not since the close, but since the first Canadian case.
Yeah.
And like still I go out places and I have to like go back to the car because I'm like, I forgot the fucking mask. Like I just don't want to wear a mask anymore.
36 years of not having to wear a mask.
Yeah. Well, and then I started thinking about like how it's so oddly normal. Like everybody just for the most part wears masks, and now we wear different masks like to almost like a piece of fashion now. Like
yeah, they've become fashion accessories.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's, I don't like it. Like, I get it, but it also when I'm really high and I think about it, it creeps me the fuck out.
Well, shit, I was in Old Navy just yesterday getting some new jeans because I need new clothing. And they've got like an entire shelf space dedicated to fucking masks with designs and shit all over them. Like, they become
a thing.
Yeah.
Like for a while they were just handing them out at drive-thrus because it was a fucking pandemic, and it's still a pandemic, but now you can also look good while you wear it.
Well, yeah, you can accessorize.
Exactly. Well, I see so many people come in with Gucci, and I don't know why. Every time I see a Gucci mask, I just want to like pull it and like let it slap against their face.
Wow.
I don't know why. It just seems pretentious as shit.
Oh, it is pretentious as shit. Someone came in with like a Louis Vuitton, I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like stop it. No, yeah. Like, this mask cost me $75.
Yeah, you're not cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, and like, but it has been interesting. I've had people come in. One girl, she's got one that is like a Jason mask, and I'm like, that's fucking sweet. And then I've seen a couple Slayers and some weed masks and some good ones, but I don't think I've had anything like really bad other than that one dude that wears the fucking redneck Confederate flag. Yeah, there's that guy. I haven't seen him for a bit. But other than that, everybody else is pretty cool and it's pretty funny. But it just, when I start thinking about stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, it's just so creepy.
Yeah, but you know what'll be more weird? It's when we can take them off.
Yeah, to go back to normal.
And go back to normal. Yeah, I think that's going to be even weirder than having to.
Do you think
normalize?
There will be a lot of people that still wear them?
Oh, totally. People have gotten so used to it now. I think until everybody's vaccinated and we get this shit under control, everybody's probably going to be overly cautious.
I think it'd be interesting to see if there's some people that try to keep it as a fashion trend and just kind of keep it going.
Yeah, we call them douchebags.
Yeah, that's right. Stop it.
Like just stop. Like you don't need to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get back to normal, and like, because it's crazy. Like I saw this thing, and I don't know if it was real or if it was a simulation, but it was like, it looked like a rave concert, but everybody is in their own like little beach bubble.
Oh yeah.
And like, so there's the DJ up on the stage, and then everybody else is just kind of dancing in their own little bubble. And I don't know if that was some sort of simulation or if that was a real concert that just happened.
I mean, it could have been a real thing. I've heard tale.
So I don't even know. Like, how weird would that be to be in your own little bubble? Like, I get it. I love music too, and I look forward to live music starting again. But
if you're in that bubble, how much can you hear the music? Like, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know.
With the sound quality
depends. Like, it can't be a perfect bubble, or you wouldn't be able to breathe. There's got to be something going on there.
Well, right.
So they could have a speaker or something in it, or underneath you, or maybe. Well, I guess with EDM, you just kind of feel the beat.
Yeah. Do you roll around in it though, or like?
And no, it just looked big enough for you to kind of stand in and kind of dance. Like I could see them at mosh pits.
Just to stand and dance.
So
everybody's going like hamster style.
And shit? Yeah.
Right? I don't know that part either.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, is it something you have to bring your own bottle of water or whatever and figure out?
Yes. That's what we bring to EDM concerts. Fear. We bring bottles of water.
You should. Lots. That's what you need when you're on Molly.
You don't want to be sitting in there, man. And
no, just water.
How often are the bubbles washed? You know, like is that your bubble, or do you just get to grab a bubble?
Yeah, is it commemorative?
Yeah, like did the last guy lay some beef in there before he left, and now you're in like a stink bubble? Who wipes them down? I don't know. None of it seemed a great idea, you know. But
early concept.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. It's phase 1. They're just trying to figure it out. There'll be several preparations, A through H, and preparation H will be the best one. But we'll just call it the Alan Parson Project. All these jokes are for old people.
I get them.
No young people are understanding it.
Young people have no idea about Austin Powers.
I had to. I know you got to watch it. Okay, so I've got 2 other notes, but I can definitely hold on to them for why though.
Let them loose. Let's
go loose.
Well, the one was about an article I was reading that Bill Gates wants to block the sun.
Okay, skip that one. No, I'm kidding.
No, but it is super strange. I wonder. I don't even know. Here, let me Google it for a sec. You talk amongst yourselves.
Talking amongst ourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves, really?
But like, Bill Gates wants to blot out the sun, like permanently, or like temporarily.
Look, I said amongst yourselves. Don't talk about the Bill Gates thing. I'm looking it up.
Well, it's the last thing on my mind, so now I have to fucking ask questions about it. We can speculate. MDI speculate. God damn it.
Okay, never mind. I don't think she's speculating. Wake up, bitch. So it says billionaire Bill Gates is financially backing the development of a sun dimming technology that would potentially reflect sunlight out of the Earth's atmosphere, triggering a global cooling effect. The stratosphere controlled perturbation experiment, or SCOPE-PEX, maybe, launched by Harvard University scientists, aims to examine this solution by spraying non-toxic calcium carbide, or CaCO3, dust into the atmosphere and a sun-reflecting aerosol that may offset the effects of global warming. So,
and then when that freakishly goes wrong and actually intensifies the effects of global warming, and we all melt in one giant Earth soup, then what?
Well, then the billionaire was wrong, and we found our first supervillain.
Well, first and last and only, because let's be real, who's escaping? Well, I mean, I guess the world's elite will be safe because world's elite.
Yeah.
But
they've all got places to go.
Peasants.
Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah.
Get to your loved ones as fast as possible. You will be soup in T-4. So yeah, it goes on.
How long would that take?
It says they're going to take the next small step this June near the town of Kiruna, Sweden, where the Swedish Space Corporation has agreed to help launch a balloon carrying scientific equipment 12 miles or 20 kilometers high.
Why am I not surprised the Swedes are involved?
Bork. The launch will not release any stratospheric aerosols, but rather it will serve as a test to examine and maneuver the balloon to see if the communications and the operation systems will work. If that's successful, the next step will be to release some of the dust into the atmosphere and see what happens.
You can just see what happens.
Well, I think I read that they're only going to do like a 20-meter radius or something like that. So maybe it'll cook an armadillo or... Like, I don't know.
Or all of Arizona, whatever.
Sweden is gone now. Sweden is off the map. Well, and I don't know, because it's so strange, because there's like things out there like HARP or whatever. And if you look into that or believe any of that, then you believe that the government has the ability to control the weather and essentially use it as a weapon. Mm-hmm. Now, if that's the case, and now we're just throwing dust into the fucking air, like, I mean, I don't know. It's just, is it weird? Like, why don't we try biodomes or something first? Like,
right?
Like just some glass. Like, let's put up some glass, some tinting glass.
I want to live in a biodome. Those places looked cool on that movie.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe we're just too far gone for that. Maybe we're at a point where domes aren't going to work. We're far past and beyond that point of return, and it seems like this is going to be an extreme measure to curb global warming, or will kill us all.
Yeah, which, I mean, if we're going to die anyway, maybe quick soup isn't quite as bad. I guess.
I mean, like, reducing a human body to soup, I don't think is a quick process. I'm pretty sure that's going to be painful.
Well, now you've got me worried that it's like,
you should be worried.
When what is that thing called, hun, that we used to get that I would cook in the microwave, and you would have to put that silver wrapping around it? It was like a Hot Pocket or a Bistro or one of those things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
So is Bill Gates fucking bistroing us? Is that you think that's the Teflon foil that's going to fucking light us up?
Look into it. Bill Gates and Stofers are working together.
Yeah, they're working hand in hand. He has the technology.
Make the world a better place.
Yeah, about 48 hours before it happens, Gates is going to take on the role of the Joker and be like, I'm going to cook everybody if Batman doesn't come out. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Batman's not real, man.
Maybe, but once you have a supervillain, there's got to be a superhero. So someone will have to step up.
Oh, man.
I'm assuming going to be. Oh, I thought it was going to be The Rock, but maybe it's Snerfin.
No, fuck The Rock.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, no, don't fuck The Rock. I love the man. He's a cool dude. But he ain't stepping in to be the world's hero. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll take on Bill Gates. Are you kidding?
Fuck it.
Bill fucking Gates. That man can't fight.
Yeah, I don't think he has to. I think he has robots and stuff.
Techie stuff to
He's like Dr. Robotnik.
I'm not worried about the robots. The robots and I, fuck it. I got this. I'll rip them apart by hand.
It's good. That's great. This is what I want to hear, that we now have Earth's mightiest hero.
Snerfin. And that will be my hero name. The mighty Snerfin.
The mighty Snerfin. I can't wait to see the jumpsuit. Are you going to go cape?
No capes.
No cape.
Never
okay.
go capes.
Good. I'm glad we learned something.
If I learned anything from Edna,
no
capes.
Yeah, it's true.
That's hilarious, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing? So Bill Gates.
Oh yeah, the Bill Gates thing.
World Death Machine.
yeah.
World fucking ozone thing.
Yeah. I'm glad we were able to have fun with that. I was worried it'd be too gloomy.
Oh God, no.
And then the last one I've got teacher exploding, and that was because the other day I was telling the story about
oh yes,
the first day we met that lady.
Mrs. B.
Yeah. And
that wasn't the first day I met her.
Well, no, we met her as our child's teacher, and then one day we were outside.
You were
in the parking lot.
I was in the house.
I think we were riding bikes or something with the kids, and and
I was in the house.
I'm trying to remember. Snerfin wouldn't have seen that place, right?
No.
Okay, so we lived in like this townhouse, and there was a very small, like, communal backyard, and then fencing, and then it went into like the school parking lot and everything. So where the fencing was, there's like this grate, and
because there was a trench.
Yeah, it was like a trench, and so they had this grate, so like kids could ride their bikes over it and all this kind of stuff.
Over it. Well,
yeah, most people. And I happened to look over at this lady as she hit this grate. And I still don't know to this day how she did it, because
exactly what happened.
It didn't look like she stubbed her toes or anything like that, but like it looked like she hit this grate like Fozzie hits the icy patch in the Muppets movie, and all of a sudden everything she owned was in the air. Like she blew both of her shoes. She had flip flops; they went everywhere. She like her phone, her purse opened, everything in her purse went flying. Like it was like a human piñata, or as I called it, live fail army.
Well, the way you explained it to the kids yesterday, you were telling the kids, and you were like, before that, I've never seen a woman explode, like cartoon explode.
Yeah, she like it looked like a cartoon. Like, how do you just hit a grate and all of a sudden everything that's like I said, I was actually a little shocked that her clothes were still on. Like it was like and just everything that she owned was in the air. And then she tumbled right down, and we kind of ran over, and I was like, oh my God, like, can I help you? And she's like, don't touch anything. It was just sheer embarrassment.
I think she was just so embarrassed. She was just like, no, I'm fine.
Well, she should. I've never seen human popcorn before. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, no kidding.
And
shouldn't that be rude about it? Jeez.
And then
trying to be a nice guy and help her out.
As soon as I could, like, I ran into the house and I was like, you should have seen this teacher explode. Some sort of weird piñata.
I don't think you even realized it was her until I was like, oh my goodness, it was Logan's teacher. And then you were like, oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, I can't remember if I noticed when I first walked up or not, or until you pointed it out.
But everything was happening so fast.
It was. She was there 1 minute, the next she was in the air, and then everything she owned was on the floor. And it was the craziest thing. But yeah, I don't know. We got talking about the other day, and we had a good chuckle about it. So I was like, I'm going to throw that note down here.
Oh, speaking of live fail army.
Okay.
Oh, when I ran in and you stubbed your toes on this chair.
That was the worst, man.
I almost died, Snerfin.
So fucking... we're like moving shit all over the place. The other day we set up in the bar, and we actually used the bar a bit. Like as a family, we were listening to music, playing some darts.
Yeah.
It was nice. And then so there's like one black chair that's like, it belonged to the sofa upstairs, and we just moved it downstairs. And so it was kind of.
Well, we took it apart we made it smaller so we could fit our Christmas tree upstairs.
Just never put it back up.
Well, no, because we decided we're moving. So what's the point?
Well, I like it. So then anyway, it was kind of in the doorway, but should have been able to see it anyway. So started off, how did it start?
I can't remember exactly what we were discussing. I was getting you for some reason.
No, I grabbed the laundry, and when I came out, you tried to scare me.
Yes, that's right.
And I was like, why are you being weird?
Yeah, I hid, and I did scare you, by the way. I did scare you.
Yeah.
I hid, so when he came out the bedroom, I went, boo, and he jumped a little bit, and then he was like, you little bugger, and he kind of gave me shit, but like, not really. And then, so he was naked. I forgot that part.
Well, that's how people do laundry.
He's stark ass naked, and he goes.
Is that not the way? I've been doing it like that for years.
He goes walking out the room to fucking put the laundry in. So I'm like dancing, jumping, like chasing him, being goofy behind him, like right behind him.
So like she said, I'm naked and defenseless because I'm carrying a laundry bag or a laundry basket. And so I went from our room, which had a light on, to the bar which has no light. So
he couldn't see the chair.
So the black chair is now camouflaged. And I'm looking ahead into the bar at the mirror at my crazy wife chasing me. And I wrecked all my toes on that fucking chair. And like,
I can feel that now. It's making me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it should, because it still hurts me.
I know.
And so I hit it, and as I hit it, I stop. Next thing I know, she's like slapping me in the taint.
I bumped into him because I was right behind him, and I was like jumping, like I wasn't like.
You were just trying to be playful,
running jumpy at you, and so I wasn't paying attention, and so he stops dead and barrels over. So before you know it, I've got my hand right up his ass.
Well, yeah, and like, so I hit this fucking chair, and then I'm trying to like, because when you step, then your brain picks your foot up like I hit something. But when it's a fucking chair, all it did was drag all my busted fucking toe knuckles up this fucking chair, and then like smash my fucking ankle onto the chair, trying to step over something that I don't know is there because it's fucking invisible in the darkness.
So he throws the basket of laundry, and I'm trying not to laugh at first.
Oh God, she's dying.
I was like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you all right? And then he goes,
you don't care. Why do you pretend?
No, I was trying so hard not to laugh at first. And then he goes, I just fucked all my toes.
Yeah, I just fucked all my toes.
All my toes.
Now I have to ask, and I know this might be painful to recall, but were your feet warm or cold?
They were cold.
Oh, that's the worst.
It was, dude. It was the worst. And like, even now, just thinking about it.
I mean, I did that to myself, but fuck me. I know the feeling all too well.
Well, and then, like, she's laughing and dying or whatever. And I'm not upset because if it wasn't the fact that I had just tried to create just mashed fucking toes, I probably would have found it funny too. But I had seen the goddamn chair earlier and thought to myself, I should fucking move it.
Mental note.
Yeah.
You should probably move this chair.
Yeah. And then next thing I know, I'm being chased naked through the house, to which there's a fucking saw trap waiting. And yeah, it was all bad. I'm not a fan. Will not return. 0 out of 10.
Oh man, it was so funny. The whole time I just kept saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I love you, I'm sorry. But I couldn't stop laughing. My face hurt so bad. I had to sit down.
Well, good. Your face hurts.
Yeah, I'm glad your face hurt from that laughter.
It was so funny.
Oh no, my face hurts. I've been laughing so much. Meanwhile, your husband's toes are finished.
They're fine.
I pull them out. They're jacked, dude. It looks like a picket fence that was built in the 30s. It just wrecked. And like my big toe's got this fucking giant bruise on it, but I can't tell because I
ripped my large toenails, both of them out my feet.
Oh no, Jigsaw! This isn't a let's fucking compare notes. We know you're crazier.
You was.
I just smashed my toes. That I'm adding this for dramatization for effect. You're crazy. Anybody that pulls out their own toenails that isn't in some sort of Chinese camp. That's you did that
COVID
to yourself.
Times I couldn't go to the doctor.
I guess. Oh, well, like all the good segues so far, let's talk about our sponsors today.
Wow.
Today's show is brought to you in part by the letter Q.
Yeah, and then the letter F, as in FQ. But no, we do have a network sponsor, Audible. You can go to audibletrial.com/rathousepro. That's RATTHAUS Pro. 1 month and 1 book for free. And that's
a good deal.
Yeah, it is. It's a good deal if you're looking to get involved in that. But also we've got another one that's kind of just getting started, but I want to make sure that I throw it on here. There's a new clothing label called Discore that we are getting involved with.
Oh, yeah.
And they mash up some of your favorite rock and hip hop albums with some of your favorite Disney characters. So they sell limited runs on like.
But it's clothing?
Yeah, it's t-shirts.
Okay.
So it's like a mashup. So they take like a rock or a hip hop album cover and swap out whatever's in it for a Disney character. And and it's so they're called Discore, and and they are really cool. They're all limited runs, so while they have them, you got to get them while they get them, or they're gone. Some of if you go over to their website, you can check it out. It's discore.com, and I'll spell it out. It's DIZCOR. So discord.com. Yeah. And if you,
that's actually pretty fucking cool.
It is really cool. But for our fucking people, you can get 20% off your whole purchase if you use
20%?
promo code. Yeah, man.
20%.
If you use promo code TwaTFM.
Ooh.
So, and they've got some stuff up already. They've got a Winnie the Pooh crossed with Notorious B.I.G.
Fuck yeah, they do.
I love Winnie the Pooh.
They've got a Mickey Mouse and Gorilla Biscuits mashup. They're also in early February. They're doing an Iron Maiden Donald Duck tee.
Oh yeah.
As well as they're doing an NWA Mickey Mouse Crew mashup.
Oh,
so there's a lot of really cool shit coming. Again, that's www.discord.com. Check it out. Get 20% off using promo code TwaTFM. And yeah, I can't wait to see what else they're gonna do. I'm trying to dip in some ideas and shit. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But thanks a lot to our sponsors, and yeah, it's really awesome to see sponsorships starting up, and like we're still in we're in that fledgling kind of phase where I'm not big dick baller yet, you know?
Yeah, no.
Like when I'm ready, I go after some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll get there, man.
Oh no, I know. Don't you worry, my man. I'm getting things lined up.
Who said I was worried? I'm not worried.
Gore, you worried? He ain't worried.
I ain't worried, man.
But yeah, thanks to the sponsors. Thanks to Patreon. If you like what we do and you want to hook us up with some ducats, we've got a few tiers over at patreon.com/fearandmdi. There's a $1, a $3, and a $5 tier, and whatever you can give helps us to put towards cooler
My
shit.
medical bills, fuck.
Yeah. For 10 cents a day, you can sponsor MDI. She has a lot of health concerns. But no, like it helps us anytime that we've had supporters, whether it be through streams or through Patreon that we've done, all that money goes into the show, whether it's buying better equipment or upgrading stuff that we have. So that stuff, it means the world, and it's less than a coffee for a month. And you get tons of extra shit over there, which we're going to start working on some other stuff. I got some ideas, but yeah, head over patreon.com/fearandmdi. Snerfin, where can they find you on the interweb should they want to interact with you more?
Well, if you would like to find me on the interwebs, you can definitely find me on Twitter at the real Snerfin. Well, I mean, whatever.
Like, yeah, Snerfin, you don't speak for him. Maybe he likes a rod in his shed every once in a while.
Wow.
Yeah, slips some shit into my DMs or what have you, whatever the kids are saying.
Now, with that said, I know you're new to the game, man. Going back to the FYFC days, you don't want to ask our listeners for stuff. You will get them.
Bad idea.
Maybe these guys aren't quite as degenerate yet, but
right. But the thing is, I'm not overly worried about it because, like, even though I give out my info, I think maybe I've had maybe 4 people like actually follow me. So like I'm not overly concerned about getting unsolicited dick pics. Like it's not a big deal.
I know what I'm doing later.
Yeah, well, hey, you do you, man. Yeah,
but yeah, man, that's awesome. Did you give out where it was? I'll let you recap just because
I talked.
Okay,
yeah,
no, that's okay. It happens. I'm a guest. You know, I follow your guys' lead. But should you want to follow me again on Twitter, it's at the real Snerfin, and then you can follow me on Instagram. Though I don't really do anything with it. I'm thinking about maybe just giving it up because it's not really vibing. But at Snerfin.
I think you put what 5 pictures up? You ain't jiving.
Well, I mean, like,
is it you just don't know what to post?
That and like I don't really think about it.
I feel that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
I'm in no way saying that you need to keep it or anything like that. To each their own, man. Well, not as much now, I feel, but at one point I had way too many accounts with way too many things, and I just wanted to kill myself. At this point, I have everything kind of handled and where I want, and it's easier, but for a while it was insane trying to watch all these different fucking mediums all the time. And that's why, like, for me, if you want to interact with me, you got to go to Instagram at fearandmdi. That's the main way that I check stuff. We're on Twitter. I think it's at fearandmdi. I don't think I've made a TwaTFM one for that or anything. And I mean, you could try to talk to me on Twitter. I legit go on, post my shit, retweet some of my buds, and get off. I don't really check anything else. But Instagram, you can definitely hit me up over there. And then MDI, if people want to find you, what's up?
Yeah, I pretty much only do Instagram at the real MDI.
That's awesome.
No dick pics.
No, definitely no dick pics.
Definitely not.
No. Clit pics?
No, thanks.
Okay.
I'm good.
Tit pics?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Got your own?
I do.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like, how are we getting out of this one?
Our poor fans are just like, well, what can I send, huh? Like, hey, how you doing? Some sort of salutations? No, it's got to be my fucking rod.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong lately, but it's been a good week and a half since I've had a guy message me and ask if I want to be a special friend.
Oh,
I know, right?
Maybe you haven't posted enough.
The one the other day with the red lips, I was kind of worried about posting that one.
You're going to get solicited?
But I didn't get anything after that one. I was kind of surprised.
And then were you kind of like upset by it?
No.
Like sounds kind of like you're upset.
Yeah, there's been times. She's like, yeah, I thought I'd catch a little heat. I didn't even catch anything, these assholes.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. They don't like me anymore.
Yeah, I guess I just got to show my butthole. I don't know.
Ew.
Anyway, keep toking, keep smoking. That's TwaTFM, bitch.